So the Canes are coming, and they've got the home crowd behind them, those Caniacs out there in Raleigh. Carter Hart just shut them down and secured the regulation win. What stood out most to you about his performance?
Yeah, this is something we're just going to keep monitoring and watching because we know Carter Hart came into his young career so just guns blazing, right?
Yeah.
He had that off year last year, and then he talked about kind of getting recalibrated in this offseason, and he looks great. And his numbers now always up to 9.31 save percentage. He looks fantastic in this game. He looked like Carter Hart. He's swallowing up pucks. He's getting there before the shots are taken. He's squared to pucks. I mean, he looks fantastic. And you see his numbers right there. That's a very good sign for this hockey club. And you know what? Even to build this conversation a little bit further, it's a great sign, I think, for Team Canada. I think this is a guy that if he can have himself a season, he could be on that depth list for Team Canada goaltenders. I think that's a position that's a little uncertain to some degree for Team Canada. But Carter Hart, man, I just like seeing him bounce back in the way that he has.
What an honor that would be, right? Team Canada at such a young age, if he was able to be a goalie on that roster, that would certainly be fun to watch. Meanwhile, the Flyers get a big 2 points in order to stay in that mix in a very competitive Metro division. Do you think this team can take it to the next level and start to build on a little bit more consistent wins?
Yeah, it's funny when I look at this Metro division, I can see a lot of successful teams in here. You know, a lot of great storylines. I mean, we're not even talking really about the New York Islanders, who I think probably is the team that can do the most damage in the playoffs, and they're in last place. So I think there's a lot of movement that's going to be happening here. But this Flyers group, they've got to build, and if they get that goaltending that they've gotten thus far with Carter Hart and that revitalized blue line, I mean, this is a team I think they could arguably win this division or at least do some damage in the playoffs. So that'd be a huge win for the Philadelphia Flyers.
I know you really liked the equalizer that Joel Farabee scored, and it wasn't even necessarily Farabee scoring it that you liked. What stood out most?
It was a beautiful goal by Farabee, nice move by him, but it was a pass by Scott Lawton. I mean, it was unbelievable. And you see guys in the morning sometimes pregame skate trying to test the boards, and that pass cross corner, throwing it hard. He knows I'm going to put it to a space. You go get it. And Joel Farabee reads that perfectly, jumps in there, and just takes a step and opens up the 5-hole and scores that goal there. But I love the play by Scott Lawton. A real headsy play. We see it sometimes in certain arenas, but in the morning in pregame skates, a lot of times you just see guys testing the boards. All right, where's it lively? Where's it not? Where's that funny bounces? You just try to get those things. That was a very headsy play.
Yeah, and a lot of people out there watching might not know that that's something hockey players do. I didn't really know that either. They just test it out to see exactly where the sweet spot is.
Yeah, you see where the sweet spots are, and you try it once in a while.
Okay, game within the game. Every advantage that you could find, you want to find it. Let's move north of the border for the Flames taking on the Maple Leafs.